Forensic techniques, while not always front and center in impeachment trials kagaya noong kay VP Sara, can have a decisive impact on their outcomes when evidence-based claims are involved. Here's how they shape the trajectory. Strengthening credibility and legitimacy. Digital forensics, audio-video authentication, and document analysis help validate the integrity of evidence presented. This reduces reliance on hearsay or politically motivated accusations, giving the trial a scientific backbone. In high-stakes cases, such as those involving alleged threats or misuse of public funds, forensic evidence can tip the balance between dismissal and conviction. Yung bank transactions niya ay tunay na tuluyang mabubuksan sa public. Yan ang kanyang kinatatakutan sa ngayon. Impact, courts and impeachment bodies are more likely to proceed when evidence is demonstrably authentic and procedurally sound. 2. Influencing judicial and political decisions. Forensic findings can guide Supreme Court rulings on procedural constitutionality, such as verifying timelines, authorship, or digital footprints. They also affect senator judges' confidence in the case, especially when forensic audits or metadata trails reveal inconsistencies. Impact. Forensic evidence can legitimize or undermine the basis for impeachment, influencing whether a trial proceeds or stalls. Sa tindi ng mga evidence, wala nang magagawa ang mga kaalyado ni VP Sara sa Senate, kaya posible mamai-impeach si VP Sara. 3. Shaping public perception and media narratives. Scientifically grounded evidence, especially when visual or technical, can sway public opinion, making the case appear more credible or politically motivated. This affects the political cost-benefit calculus of lawmakers deciding whether to support or oppose the trial. Impact. A well-documented forensic trail can galvanize public support or trigger backlash, indirectly shaping legislative behavior. 4. Affecting sentencing and sanctions. In jurisdictions where impeachment leads to criminal prosecution, forensic techniques influence sentencing outcomes, especially in cases involving financial misconduct or abuse of power. Forensic accounting, for instance, can reveal hidden assets or illicit transfers, leading to harsher penalties. Impact. Forensic evidence often plays a greater role in sentencing than in conviction itself. 5. Enhancing witness reliability and testimony. Forensic psychology and trauma-informed interviewing help assess witness credibility, especially in politically charged environments. This ensures that testimonies are ethically gathered and legally admissible, reducing the risk of mistrials. Impact. Reliable witness testimony, backed by forensic vetting, can solidify the case narrative and influence verdicts. In impeachment cases, especially those involving allegations like corruption, abuse of power, or misconduct, forensic techniques play a behind-the-scenes but crucial role in verifying claims, authenticating evidence, and supporting legal arguments. Here's a breakdown of the most relevant ones. 1. Digital forensics used to recover, authenticate, and analyze electronic data. Email and metadata analysis tracks communication patterns, timestamps, and document origins. Yung mga under-the-table dyan ay lalabas at lalabas yan. Device imaging creates exact replicas of hard drives or mobile phones for examination. Social media forensics extracts deleted posts, messages, and location data. Log file analysis reveals unauthorized access or manipulation of government systems. Example, in cases involving alleged threats or misuse of public platforms, digital forensics can confirm whether a message was sent from an official device or account. 2. Forensic accounting essential in cases involving financial misconduct or unexplained wealth. Asset tracing follows money trails through bank accounts, shell companies, or offshore holdings. Lifestyle audits compares declared income with actual expenditures. Document authentication verifies the legitimacy of financial records and contracts. Example, if a public official is accused of receiving kickbacks, forensic accountants can uncover hidden transactions or irregularities. 3. Document and signature analysis used to verify the authenticity of impeachment complaints, affidavits, or official memos. Handwriting comparison confirms authorship of physical documents. Ink and paper dating determines when a document was created. Digital signature verification ensures electronic documents haven't been altered. Ang laki ng kaba ni VP Sara niyan pag nakataon. Ang laki ng kaba ni VP Sara niyan pag nakataon. Ang laki ng kaba ni VP Sara niyan pag nakataon. Ang laki ng kaba ni VP Sara niyan pag nakataon. Kasabihan natin ay it. Kung merong usok, merong nasusunog. Kung merong amoy isda, baka merong fishy, fishy, fishy. Nga. 3. Document and signature analysis used to verify the authenticity of impeachment complaints, affidavits, or official memos. Handwriting comparison confirms authorship of physical documents. Ink and paper dating determines when a document was created. Digital signature verification ensures electronic documents haven't been altered. 4. Forensic psychology and trauma-informed interviewing. Relevant when whistleblowers, victims, or vulnerable witnesses testify. Credibility assessment evaluates consistency and psychological indicators of truthful testimony. Memory distortion analysis accounts for trauma-related recall issues. Bias and suggestibility screening ensures testimony wasn't coerced or manipulated. Example, in politically charged cases, forensic psychologists help courts assess whether a witness's account is reliable despite stress or intimidation. 5. Audio and video forensics used to validate recordings presented as evidence. Voice authentication confirms speaker identity. Tampering detection identifies edits, splices, or anomalies in recordings. Geolocation and timestamp verification places the recording in time and space. 6. Chain of custody and evidence integrity. Not a technique per se, but a protocol that ensures forensic evidence is admissible. Documentation of handling tracks who access the evidence and when. Storage protocols prevents contamination or loss. Verification logs ensures evidence presented in trial matches original data. So can a plunder case be filed concurrently with a Senate impeachment trial? Legally, yes, but with caveats. Impeachment and criminal prosecution are distinct processes. Impeachment is a political remedy under Article 11 of the 1987 Constitution, meant to remove an official from office. Plunder, under Republic Act No. 7080, is a criminal offense prosecuted in the Sandigan-Bayan, not the Senate. No immunity for the Vice President. Unlike the Vice President does not enjoy immunity from suit. This means a plunder case can be filed even while she remains in office, and even while an impeachment trial is underway. Precedent exists. After President Joseph Estrada's impeachment trial collapsed in 2001, he was immediately charged with plunder and perjury at the Sandigan-Bayan. The ombudsman filed the case independently, and Estrada was eventually convicted of plunder. Strategic and political implications scenario. A. Filing plunder case during Senate trial. Pros: reinforces public perception of accountability. Creates pressure on the Senate to act decisively. Allows parallel fact-finding that may uncover new evidence. Cons: may be seen as prejudicial or duplicative. Could complicate witness coordination and legal strategy. Risks politicizing the Sandigan-Bayan if perceived as a backup conviction route. Scenario B. Filing plunder case after Senate trial. Pros: avoids procedural entanglements. Respects Senate's constitutional role as impeachment court. Allows criminal case to proceed with full access to impeachment records. Cons: delays justice if Senate trial is stalled or dismissed. May lose momentum or public interest. Risks evidence degradation or witness intimidation. Dialectical view. Should it be filed now? Yin, file now. Yang, wait. Interaction. Yin signals urgency and seriousness. Yang respects institutional sequencing. Yin, or file now, may uncover new leads for impeachment. Yang avoids prejudicing Senate trial. Yin, or file now, builds public trust in multi-pronged accountability, while Yang, or waiting, prevents legal overload in confusion. Final thought. If the Senate trial is delayed due to the Supreme Court's ruling, filing a plunder case now could preserve momentum and protect evidence. But if the Senate insists on proceeding despite the ruling, simultaneous prosecution could trigger constitutional friction and public confusion.